Starting a business is a huge thrill, but hold on a second. Before you dive headfirst into your new venture, let us talk about two numbers that can make or break your success: your startup costs and your break-even point. Getting these right is absolutely essential for planning, getting funding, and making sure your dream business actually turns a profit. So, grab a notepad and let's get into it. First up, what exactly are startup costs? These are all the expenses you need to cover just to get your doors open. We can split them into two main types. The first are fixed costs. Think of these as the stable, predictable expenses that don't change whether you sell one item or 1,000. This includes things like your monthly rent, business licenses, any equipment you need to buy, setting up your office, software subscriptions, and legal fees. They're the foundation of your budget. The second type are variable costs. As the name suggests, these costs go up or down depending on how much you produce or sell. This covers expenses like raw materials, packaging for your products, shipping costs, and even some marketing expenses that are tied directly to each customer you acquire. To figure out your total startup cost, you just add your one-time fixed costs to an initial batch of variable costs. This magic number tells you exactly how much cash you need in the bank before you even make your first sale. Alright, now that you know what it'll cost to get started, let's figure out when you'll stop losing money. This is called your break-even point. It's that beautiful moment when your total revenue perfectly matches your total costs. You're not making a profit yet, but you're not in the red either. The formula is simpler than it sounds. Your break-even point in units is your total fixed costs divided by your selling price per unit minus your variable cost per unit. That little piece in the parenthesis selling price minus variable costs is your contribution margin. It asks how much profit you make on each individual sale that can go towards paying off your fixed costs. Let's break that down. Your fixed costs are things like rent and salaries. Your selling price is what you charge a customer. And your variable cost per unit is what it costs you to make or deliver that one single product or service. Once you calculate this, you'll know exactly how many units you need to sell just to cover all your expenses. This is powerful information. It helps you set realistic sales goals and understand the revenue you need to start being profitable. But wait, we're not done yet. In the real world, things rarely go exactly as planned. That's why you need a safety margin. Unexpected costs pop up. Sales might be slower than you hoped in the beginning, or a supplier could increase their prices. It happens. To protect yourself from this stress, I always recommend adding a buffer of about 10 to 20% on top of your calculated startup costs. This financial cushion can be a real lifesaver and give you the breathing room you need to navigate those early challenges without panicking. Now, let's make this all easy to understand with a visual. A break-even chart is an amazing tool. Imagine a graph. The horizontal x-axis represents the number of units you sell, and the vertical y-axis represents your money, both costs and revenue. You'll draw one line for your total costs, which starts at your fixed cost level and goes up, and another line for your total revenue, which starts at 0 and goes up as you sell more. The exact spot where those two lines cross is your break-even point. Anything to the right of that point is pure profit. Not only is this great for you to see, but investors and banks love these charts because they show you've done your homework and have a solid financial plan. Finally, remember that this isn't a one-time exercise. Calculating your startup costs and break-even point is something you should revisit regularly. Your business is dynamic, and things will change. Keep a close eye on your actual expenses, your sales numbers, and your overall profitability. Are your costs creeping up? Maybe it's time to find a new supplier. Are sales lagging? Perhaps you need to adjust your pricing or marketing strategy. By constantly monitoring and adjusting, you can steer your business towards profitability much faster. Understanding these financial fundamentals is your ticket to making smarter decisions, avoiding nasty surprises, and confidently walking into a room to ask for funding. If you need a hand putting together a professional startup cost analysis or a break-even report, our team at WBS Business Planning Experts is here to help you plan your finances and secure the investment you need. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more tips to help you build a successful business.